Okay, so I was woken up out of my sleep um, by the Ascended Masters, and it was something very, very disturbing. Now, someone who is on YouTube, he goes by Remedy H on YouTube, and he said that he said the elite are trying to run or escape or something like that, and because we know that they are getting scared, they know what's happening, they know it's the Great Awakening is happening, and that's the awakening of Black people. Um, Sometimes I get really upset when I see a lot of okay, well, I'm not even gonna go there because I don't even wanna go there. That's a whole nother video. But I'm just gonna talk about what I was what woke me up out of my sleep now. Um 333 on my phone. Yes, the Ascended Masters are definitely here. Okay. Um it was very, very, very disturbing. Um I want First of all, I'm gonna start by saying that Black people, we caused our own demise and downfall. Okay, we can't put it off on the um, lower level entities. We can't put it off on them anymore because um, it's now to the point where we're living in a world where you walk around with spirits around you every day, and the land is so traumatized that animals are dying, as you can see, massively. And I'm not talking about the animals that were um, slaughtered. I'm not talking about those animals. I'm talking about the ones that are mysteriously dying off. Okay. And I haven't even got to the message that woke me up out of my sleep. Um, but yeah, so this brother, he put out this message, and he said they're trying to escape. Now 12:12. Now with them trying to escape, we well, a lot of us already knew what was happening, but the collective that don't really know what's happening, or they haven't tapped into their spiritual gifts in order to understand their own lives and to understand just what's truly happening right now. um it's going to be very disturbing, but I don't know, it's so crazy because okay, so yes, okay, all right, they said just say it, you have to. So um with these lower level entities trying to escape um, karma. I just saw 444, but with them trying to escape karma, um, they're going to be just dumping. I don't even want to say it like that. They're going to be okay. They're going to be dumping children's bodies in random places, and this is what's going to cause the children are dying of COVID. They're going to be dumping these babies. They're going to be, um, some are going to just release them into the streets. Some are going to be dumping them in bodies of water. Some are going to be burying them. So um, yes, that's what's going to be happening. And they're going to try to lie and say that these babies died from COVID. But if you already pay attention, if you're still in this whole COVID-19 thing, the sickness is literally the cognitive dissonance. That's the sickness, okay? And it's different kinds of it's different. It's different because it's the mental part of it, and then it's the ones that are ascending. So they think that they're getting sick when it's really just ascension symptoms, okay? Because I had ascension symptoms. Yes, I did um when my spirit got started coming around me a lot more, when I started calling out to them, especially going through this, especially going through what I was going through with being spiritually attacked on a whole different level. Yeah, so that is what's going to be happening. That's what we're going to start seeing. And I was woken up out of my sleep to this. They would not let me go back to sleep. They said you're going to get up and do this video. Um, and that's what I did. I was obedient. I got up and I did the video. Um, how can we strive to move forward when this happens? Uh, it's gonna create a lot of trauma. It's gonna cause a lot of trauma. Okay. Not only are babies trying to be snatched more to feed these, entities, they're going to be killing off these babies to hurry up to try to gain some type of control back um, over black people. Okay, the chosen ones. Um, Trying to take us back into that mindset, but we're awakened. There's nothing they can do. Okay, and it's so crazy because when I was awakening, I didn't expect this. It's, I'm still learning to process my own gifts, and seeing certain things still hurts me because these are children. I'm just very sensitive to these type of things. Very, very sensitive. And this is just what I have to do because women and children and yes, young men have been taken advantage of for a long time. Mostly black women, black little girls have been taken advantage of the most for a long time. They always trying to put a white woman's face to the black woman's struggle, and it does not compare. I don't care what white woman tell you what, it does not compare. It don't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because we, our ancestors literally and still have our children taken away every day by these low level entities, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off so bad. But I wanted this. I wanted to be able to do this, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for these gifts, to know, to create smoke and mirrors, because I was almost well, I don't even want to say that because everything happens for a reason, and anybody that crosses my path definitely is for a reason. So I have a video up on YouTube of the night that I had met with the guy that was trying to have me sex trafficked, okay? And I'm a magician, so it's not much you can really do to get over on me before I. It's either immediately before or immediately after that I realize, or I my spidey senses, spiritual gifts start kicking in. And he was talking about how he was trying to get to know me. He was trying to get to know me. Okay, like, whatever. Okay, because I'm trying to not isolate myself being where I am right now, because I still have to put myself in front of people so they can run into me. And if they have any evil intentions towards me, my ancestors own that. And if they are a low level entity or whatever, my ancestors is on that. Okay, so they're 222. They're getting that karma. Okay, and they're taking it back to wherever they go. And that's what happened to me that night. And I'm just now getting the downloads about it. Okay? Because I was like, someone got the karma. Somebody just got the karma. And that's what it was. He was getting his karma for trying to have me sex trafficked. He said he was here from North Carolina, first of all, which I believe him. But he said he was here from North Carolina doing some work and stuff like that. But it was just something that was off about him. And on top of that, he was wearing the trickster colors, okay? So anytime it's either I have it on or somebody else has it on. Anytime I'm iffy about somebody, anytime I'm iffy, they'll have on these colors, okay? and or I'll have it on, okay? And yeah, yeah. But I had also earlier that day had I had also had on an orange shirt, and I was getting some vibes. I was getting some vibes that was really weird. Okay? I was getting some vibes that were really weird. And something was just like it just sex trafficking just kept popping up in my freaking mind. And I'm like, I'm okay. I had to censor myself. I had to like I felt like it was just the energy that was just crying out to me, you know, like the land, like the energy of the land, the energy of the atmosphere with a certain place was just trying to cry out to me, okay? And he had already told me himself that things happen there. And I was just like, oh, like what? He was like, man, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Okay. Like what? But he didn't want to go into it. But I walked on that land and I demanded for the spirits to show themselves and for for the energies to be released. Um for for justice to be brought to the secrets. And we all know hotels really do have packs with, I'm just gonna say packs. I don't know what to really say, but packs with sex traffickers. They do. If you think that's not true, they do. And it was on the back. I kept getting signs through words, through numbers to let me know I'm not tripping. Um, Colors. I get messages through all of those. I sleep with this on to protect my crown chakra at night. Um, so I can definitely get those downloads, because low level entities can't stand the violet flame, that color, that purple violet color. They can't stand that. So when I'm sleeping at night and they're trying to, well, I know they can't really, because my ancestors, my they're next to me, but I have to do my job to make sure that they stay around me even in my sleep. And I know that they are because I don't, them nightmares that people try to send my way, they don't come to me. They don't. you know. But I know that they try. And on top of that, I have had dreams where I was being aggressive. I had two dreams where I was being aggressive. And that was just me in another realm, releasing my aggression. That's what it was. Especially, I had a dream that I had fought this girl that I was close with um, in high school. Did I know this girl in middle school? No, I don't think I knew her in middle school. But it's not. I know when I woke up, I was just like, I ain't never had no issue with that girl. I ain't never had no issue with that girl. But I knew it was just a symbolic to my ex friend. I'm not even gonna say best because I call this girl my sister, all kinds of things. But I knew it had something to do with that. How I was beating her tail. Like in the dream, it was so crazy because it was like the girl, she wanted to sit. She wanted to like sit with she no she sat in a certain spot, right? And then she I was about to go sit somewhere next to some guy, right? And she hurried up and like quickly went and sat in the spot. And so I was just like, okay, well, I'm not about to stress over no dang seat. So the spot that she moved from, she had left her stuff there. So I'm like, okay, so she wanted to be petty. I could be petty too. So I was like, here's your stuff. And I start throwing her composition notebooks at her and like smacking her dead in her face. And then I threw a book at her face. And it was so crazy because the person that we had both had interactions with when we were younger and me all the way up until this age, I had threw a composition book at his face. So it was just funny. Like it was just really funny. Like um but yeah, I had ended up throwing the book at her face and that was the last thing I had threw at her. And she had started popping her gums. Like she had started popping her gums and she had moved to another spot. And I had ended up getting the original seat that I wanted. I was like, "Yeah, you want to be petty for what? Like this didn't even have to happen." And she started saying stuff, and I was like, "What?" I had went over to where she was at, and I just started like just going in on her. Oh my gosh, I'm not proud about this dream, but shoot, people get what they deserve. Like if I can't touch you in real life, then it's gonna be. Ooh, if it's in a dream, oh, I know you feeling it. Like in real life, you probably think you really getting attacked. Okay, I know she was really thought she was getting attacked. Whoever this dream really like, where I feel like it was multiple people. It was one main person, but I feel like it was two people that was really getting beat up by me. Okay, I feel like it was two people in my dream, but dreams are I didn't really take I don't take too much to dreams of me fighting because I haven't fought in a really long time. Um, since I was with my ex, I haven't fought since I was with her. So probably her too. Like honestly, cause she went to the same. Hey, that's why I feel like it was more than like one person. Like it was one main person, but I felt like it was like definitely symbolic. And then the other dream that I had about me fighting, I don't even want to really talk about it because of the person that was in it. And 333, because I don't want to really talk about the person that was in it. But it just happened like that. It just happened. And that was spirit's way of letting me know it don't matter who these people are. It don't matter. It don't matter. You still beating their ass. They still getting their ass beat. And especially for wishing bad on you because a thought can become reality so quick. People get mad and they start thinking bad things and it can become reality like that, especially on a divine child. You motherfuckers are messing with divine children and you think nothing's gonna happen to you. You neglected divine children and you think nothing's gonna happen to you. You purposely backstabbed and talked about divine children. You purposely faked being friends just so you can find out what this person was really about. Are they really who they say they are? What's the dirt? Oh, she must really be dirty. Cause she looks so good. She always smelled good. So she really must be dirty at home. but then you turn out, but then it turns out that divine children are just really themselves and move in love and are really about self-care. And that's crazy because one, two, three, four. Um, I care more about other people before it really got through my motherfucking head to stop caring about people. Because the moment you put all these people on a pedestal and you don't do what they expect of you, expect. I don't expect shit from nobody. So why the fuck should I care about what somebody else expects of me? Hold on. We grown. I don't have no kids. I don't move on nobody else's time, but when I am ready to move, well now, let me get that. Let me clarify that. Because when the ascended masters say there's a special message, then obviously I'm gonna get up and do that. But on regular people's time, bye. I've made two job decisions to leave. One was, yes, I was self-employed, but I didn't it didn't fit my purpose anymore. It fit my purpose when COVID broke out, so I can have something to distract myself with and to learn and to put myself out there when it came to me getting on videos and stuff like that. Like everything was it, I had a purpose. I had decided to start doing a credit repair, to be a credit repair agent before. Like Spirit had always had me on track. Spirit had always had me on track. And I remember those moments where I was sitting there broke with people who supposedly had my back but never tried to make sure I was okay. Never tried to make sure I was straight. You know? Like, yes, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm gonna take responsibility for myself. I don't need nobody to make sure I'm straight. But just the fact that nobody tried, with me being there, knowing that I haven't eaten anything, or I'm just, and it was okay because, well, for me, it was okay. I made excuses for other people's neglect. That's what happened. But in the end, it all worked out because Spirit had another whole plan for me anyway. Spirit knew that my body had to go through this transformation and this purge of things, of worldly things. Spirit was taking me out of the world more. So I didn't need for anything. I didn't have addictions that I couldn't control. It was just, I just see it all for what it is now. I'm extremely grateful. Extremely grateful. But back to the main message. Um, I just wanted y'all to know that they are lying, straight up lying about um this whole COVID-19 with children. Like they're straight up lying. They are really trying to say that it's from COVID. No, the freak is not. It's these babies that have disappeared. It's these babies that have disappeared, that they have kept in dungeons, that they have done horrible things to, that are now resurfacing. That is what's happening. And I'm telling you, if your child makes it out of this, you are not getting that same baby that you pushed out. That baby is gone. That baby is traumatized, and you're going to have to do a lot of spiritual work, a lot of spiritual cleansing, a lot of for yourself, the whole entire family. You're going to have to make sure everybody is on board with bringing this baby back to life. Bringing these babies back to life. Everybody's going to have to be on board because obviously we know how this really works with Hollywood. We obviously know how it really works. Stop being blind to it. It's real. It's real. I can't like oh my gosh. You have to be careful. You really do. You have to be careful with the type of music that you're trying to listen to. And the only way that this music can really like because we all know that put the they put the mind control. They with the hearing test that they do when you're younger, that's the start. That's the start. Them hearing tests, that's the start of them trying to that's the start of the programming. That is. That's the start. Saying that children have ADHD is a freaking myth. No child has ADHD. And if you hyperactive, a child, that's just a lame excuse for neglectful parents who don't want to deal with their child. Who are 9 times out of 10 depressed, so they can't even vibrate on the vibration of their child. That's what's really happening. Parents are depressed and stressed that they can't vibrate on a high level of imagination like their child. So they can't go there. They can't mentally go there with their child. So they put their child on depressants that zombify them. So they don't have to deal with that child. And now that child is permanently scarred because of the depressants that they have put. Oh my gosh, it's so much. It's so much. But I didn't even get proper sleep before Spirit decided to wake me up. So that would be a whole nother conversation. I will come back with it's gonna start happening soon. This wave of children that's gonna be appearing because what are they gonna do with them? They can't kill every single child. They can't kill every single child. So they're going to release a lot of these children. 33. They're going to release a lot of these children. They're going to kill off a lot of the children. Most likely the older children, so they can't really talk. And any younger children, they're going to be too afraid to even talk. They're going to be too traumatized. And just be prepared because this is what's going to happen. They're going to blame it on COVID, but it's not. It's not because of that. It's because they've released these children, and these children are going to start popping up. Children are going to start going missing, and children are going to start popping up. These demonic forces are going to be the ones releasing children. But even though they're still demonic, they still lack any sense of self, Anybody that lacks sense of self is a low vibing spirit. Okay. They do not deserve to be on earth. I don't care what anybody says about, no, you have to pray in, you have to. No, no, the freak you do not. They do not deserve to be on earth. They don't. And the universe is going to help us with that. That's what's really happening. First of all, they have to they have to put us in positions. They have to put us, the ones that are going to be ushering people into new earth. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy, y'all. This is why the work of the black man is really freaking needed. Because whether they realize this or not, yes, the black man has really been the ones to give up. They have been the ones to give up, not us black women. And black men wonder why they can't get nobody to love them correctly. Like, they wonder why. I'm not here to blame anybody, but I'm asking for, can somebody hold accountability? When are the black men are going to start holding accountability? That's what this really is about. And black women, for giving up that part of you that was really needed to nurture your own children the right way. The black man has given up, leaving us women to fend for ourselves. And this is why the goddesses are pissed off. This is why black men barely know who the freak they are. This is why black men materialize everything. You've taken on so much of the white Europeans' aspects and views and religion, and then forced it down black women's throat. Because we all know back then, when black women had to decide to be women or to be black, we decided to be black with our black men. When black men are the ones that have been selling us out. Y'all have. Look at the music. A lot of black men, first of all, they got a lot of black women in their music videos, video vixens, and we all know when video vixens started, because what was it? BET and VH1, they was always about a video vixen. Always about a video vixen. We all know. We all know how video vixens get those spots. But at the same time, we all know that the white man used the black man to do this to black women. I'm gonna keep it fucking real, because I don't sugarcoat nothing. That's what happened. Black men started to sell out black women. Black men got mad at the power that black women really possess. And that's why we have a lot of be made men. And then on top of that, y'all have weak bloodlines. Instead of going and healing your bloodlines, you just make your bloodlines weaker. That's why there are a lot of a lot of black men being born, and then from a very young age, they're already already messed up because of generational curses, partaking in these exchanges of sexual energy with other men. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm just saying how it all comes together. I'm not calling anybody out. If you are gay, I love gay people. Me liking women myself and have dated a woman myself, I'm not here to call anybody out on that. I'm here to break it down for our black men. That's all I'm here to do. I'm here to break it down because that's where it started. It started with the Europeans doing this sexual energy exchanges, not for sex, but it was literally for energy. That's just really what it was. And that's when the music industry started trying to sell dreams. Well, first of all, dreams are free. You work hard towards dreams. You don't have to sell your soul for dreams. But that's what these men were doing to the Jewish people. That's what they were doing. They were selling their souls to the Jewish people for money, for fame. First of all, I'm not saying that if you're famous, you sold your soul. No, I'm not saying that. But the majority, I'm going to say everyone in Hollywood knows about what I'm speaking on. They do. I've stopped watching a lot of things because I realize they're only they're only selling us exactly the lifestyles that either they live or we live. Ain't nothing new. All these dances that black men are taking from tribal dancers and putting, they didn't even change the name to the nene. They didn't even change the name to it. And I seen that the other day and I was like, this is where it came from. I already knew that twerking was already a African dance, but you know, at least they changed the name. But that's what they do. They just change it. All they've done was literally whitewash our history and sell it back to us. And water came free, but I paid $1.50 for a bottle of freaking water. Genetically modified products are expensive, but the real fruit, you can get a bundle of real tropical fruit shipped from somewhere else for a good price, for great quality fruit. A bundle, you could probably get it like a nice bundle will probably be $55 shipped. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we are in war. We are in war. Spiritual war. And I'm not talking about it's already won. It's just unfolding. And they already know. But it's just unfolding. But yeah, look, I'm telling you, my right ear. anytime I'm speaking facts or someone around me is speaking facts, my right ear starts going haywire. I'm gonna try to pull some cards and see what Spirit has to say about what I've been talking about. Just to see. Just to see. High Priestess. That's me. I told you I was looking up my sleep for this. And well, not everybody, but my sleeping schedule has been different. I probably went to sleep at what, 9 this morning. Yeah, I probably went to sleep around 9 this morning. But here I am up again. Look, the magician. That's me. But also saying that do not be scared, because when these things start to really happen and the rest of, the chosen ones start to wake up, look, the magician and the high priestess. Come on now. I don't make this shit up. This is Spirit coming through. Saying, yeah, she got her information correct. She got it right. She know what she's talking about. So give me something. Give me something. Ascended masters, ancestors. This is death and rebirth. Hold on, let me turn this a little bit. So, hold on, glare so much. This is death and rebirth. With the hermit. That's me. I'm speaking facts. Y'all don't ever see nobody around me anymore. Maybe some more ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters. And something else. With judgment. These beings know it's judgment time. Unless they are a time lord, which I honestly feel like I don't know what's gonna happen with them. I don't deal with that kind of. I don't even like to deal with that. But that's what the elite are. They're time lords who've been escaping karma, been on this earth for 400 years, wreaking havoc on the original beings of this world, of Earth. Of Earth. King of Swords. What's sticking out to me is this owl. Pull one more card. Nine of Pentacles. Dylan, that's me being independent, working on myself. But how I'm gonna read this for everybody else. Like I was saying with you masculines, you need to start getting truthful with yourselves. Being truthful with yourselves because everybody here has already been here. Okay? The only new children that will be coming into this world are divine children. Um, COVID was a way to do a mass harvesting of children. A lot of women are going to be around here or have been around here getting pregnant and having babies. And depending on what side of, you know, the law or spirit you're on, you're either producing a half karmic baby or you're producing a divine child, which is an old soul. We got an owl, a bat, and a crow, and a dragonfly. Those might be specific to a few of you. But it's judgment time for everybody. The only way that this death and rebirth can happen is if you go into hermit mode and raise your vibration using the light. Another thing is I'm seeing here with this death and rebirth, like I was saying, that they're going to be my initial reason for coming up here was to talk about how they're going to be how babies are going to start popping up massively because they can't put the babies in food anymore. Ugh. They can't oh my gosh. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all I have to say because um it's gonna be a little bit hard for me to get back to sleep, but I need to go back and get my rest. Okay, just a little bit before I'm up and well, I'll be up and at it tonight with another message for my divine masculines. Okay, but until then, love and light, and we're gonna get through this. Don't be fearful because fear is what keeps you a low dimensional being, just like these archons, because they're fearful of becoming extinct on this planet. So that's why they're trying to escape. That's why they're going to be sending that's why they're going to be releasing children. That's why they're going to be dumping children, and you know, you know. All right, I'm out.